You're watching the TGM production. It's not a normal world, it's Taskmaster World, and welcome back to Taskmaster World. Now, 4 months ago, we made a film on the Taskmaster World YouTube channel, which was all about the new news that had come out. Now, since then, we've had a Taskmaster problem. So let me tell you the exact date. Now that we've got a music stand, you'll see it in action on my new work in progress for my stand-up comedy show. On the 2nd of April, and I haven't worked out the balance here and whatnot, so it will wobble every time I touch it for a little bit. Let me just move it to about here then. That might work better. So, wait, no, I'll leave it there so I can look forward. Sorry about this. Right, so I made a video on the 2nd of April 2026 talking about Taskmaster news. It was 30 minutes and 34 seconds. That week, if I believe, the New Zealand and Australian versions came to the Channel 4 website and Channel 4 streaming app. Now, when we were watching, let's click on Australia. When you look at Australia, right, on the 21st of August 2026 at 11:15 a.m, you can see that it says watch from the Thursday 3rd of September. Now, I don't have the evidence with me. I can screenshot from anymore, because obviously I wanted to save space. But they brought it out, and we thought, well done, woo! That's brilliant, well done. I can't wait to watch it, because it meant we could watch the series of the show. But what occurred was it was there, and then a week later, it was gone. And then for the months and months and months, it was pushing it. The date was saying, the 8th of July, and then it moved. And then when the 8th of July came, it moved to the 15th of July. Then it moved and moved and moved and moved and moved and moved. And further and further and further and further away, the show went from coming back. Same with the New Zealand version. And what occurred, which annoyed me mainly, because I didn't really hear anyone else talk about it, was the fact that then it said what the Swedish version says on it. No episodes are available to watch on demand. So at that point, I thought to myself, well, what do we do now? How do we sort of combat that? Well, what you've got to remember is that article, we also were going to get Taskmaster Quebec, as they were labeling Taskmaster Canada, because not many people might know that Quebec's in Canada. It was the French-Canadian version of Taskmaster. That never arrived, and was never mentioned again. The episodes on YouTube, I never saw them again. I never even saw them in the first place. I couldn't find it. So that was a little bit weird. There was no mention of it, no one ever spoke about it, and that was that. Now, and I think it was either before or after, I can't remember now, or during, actually, they invented a YouTube channel, which was an international channel, where all the international versions. At present, if we look at, if we type in Taskmaster International, which we can do, so if we can spell it right, Taskmaster, and this at this point would be good to have a projector, but we haven't got there yet. We're just developing this setup. Taskmaster International, if we look that up, right, you get to the Taskmaster International YouTube channel. I live in the UK, so this is what I see. Let me see. So I see currently a playlist for full episodes of Series 2 of Taskmaster New Zealand. If I press videos, we get full tasks from Australia, full tasks from New Zealand, Australia, full task, a compilation of tasks called Taskmaster World Cup, Pop 99 Red Balloons, which is from international versions, including the UK. We get Series 1, Episode 5 of Taskmaster Denmark, full episode, and it's the only full episode we've got. We've also got Taskmaster World Cup, Sabotage Your Team. So at the moment, we only have one full episode. So if we go to playlists, you can see that Taskmaster Denmark Series 1 comes, if we press on it, only the one episode, even though there's 7 videos are hidden. Then if we go to Series 2 of Taskmaster New Zealand, right, video unavailable. Your uploader has not made this video available in your country. Now, if you press on the links, it describes the channel as the global headquarter of Taskmaster International versions. Subscribe to this channel for Taskmaster New Zealand, Australia, and more to come. Taskmaster Australia Series 5 starts the 13th of June. Watch Taskmaster New Zealand and Taskmaster Australia in the UK on Channel 4, which isn't correct at all anymore. Now, Taskmaster Supermax Plus, on the other hand, hasn't even got to Series 22. I'm watching an online thing, and it turns out that people thought it was a fail. So I don't know if they've abandoned Supermax Plus, but definitely they've abandoned it here in the UK. So this is the Taskmaster International problem, because the UK version, which is coming back Thursday the 3rd of September, which to me is an odd time for them to put the Australian and New Zealand one on, unless they put it on at 6 a.m. or midnight or whatever, so that it doesn't clash with our 9mm showing of our brand new series of the UK version. I don't know. Overall, I think it's weird, it's odd, but it's only odd because no one's ever talking about it, right? If Alex Horn or Greg Davies or anyone in the production was talking about I've just seen something, I'll get on to that in a minute, talking about the problems, that wouldn't be an issue. But because everyone's gone silent on it, it becomes weird. Now, there's a thing on YouTube called Posts. Don't ask, I don't know. And this one reads, a special ultimate episode with Taskmaster Australians Tom Cashman, who I've interviewed on this channel. He's a glorious, lovely human being. Will be dropping when we hit 10,000 subscribers. So tell your friends and lesser friends. But the problem is, right, is Taskmaster Ultimate is Taskmaster Ultimate episode was really good. But the problem we had with that, again, was for the first 20 episodes of that YouTube online show, we weren't allowed to watch that here in the UK. It was restricted from us. Now, did anyone talk about that? No. Were they just promoting it and saying, oh, look, there's this? And Kyle Smith-Bino, who was in an episode of that, mentioned that he couldn't watch it himself, even though he's in that episode. It made no sense. Some things in the Taskmaster universe make no sense with online. So, uploading the YouTube episodes of the UK version, that's not what I'm on about. That's not a problem, because we've got it on Disney Plus. Some of it was on Netflix for a while. It's on the Channel 4 app, and some of it's onto Supermax Plus, which is still available. So there's enough places to watch the UK version, and that's not a problem. It's the international version that is these YouTube exclusives that seem to disappear, seem to not be available for the UK audience, even though it's a UK-based YouTube exclusive original, whatever we're going to call it. Another post here says, what international series of Taskmaster would you like to see drop daily? This is a month ago. Is it Taskmaster? Which I'm not going to try and Taskmaster. I am learning. If you follow my Patreon, you'll know that I'm learning Danish. You can follow my Patreon for £1, £5, and £10 a month to watch my online TV, radio, and web series. Stormmaster, which is Taskmaster Denmark. Kongen Befaler, which is Taskmaster Norway. You've got Bestites, which is Taskmaster Sweden with Babben Larsen, who is amazing, might I add. I've interviewed her. She's cracking. There's some things of that interview I would change, like I would review the most recent episode of the Swedish version rather than the first. So something that would change on that. And then we've got Taskmaster Portugal, which Alex Horn made a cameo. Someone sent me a clip of it, and Alex is taking his sock off. Do I know why? No, because there wasn't any subtitles. So, and then they were airing these brand new episodes, and it all just seems weird because you know that a large majority of your fan base are from the UK. So, it's weird. Right, so it all just seems weird. So if you look at it, so some of these Australian ones are obviously going to be sparking the Australian fans, as we all know. But if we look at, let's say, the first post they mentioned about it, Team Australia enlisted episodes 7 and 10, Series 2 episodes 7, 8, 9, 10, and Series 3 and 4 of episode 6. But please upload them, as someone said. This one comment is, can UK international episodes please? Still not available on More 4, which is the main Channel 4, but that's fine. We need Taskmaster New Zealand uploaded quickly, especially Series 2, as it's one of the best series ever. And our final comment is this. Is the fact that, is this true that we can't watch this in the UK? What's the point of this channel then? See, this is why we're explaining. UK is not the only country in the world. No, but we don't get to see other Taskmaster, whereas everyone else gets to see ours. I think it's a lot of us were under the impression that this channel was going to let us Brits watch the foreign versions of the show in the same way that the main Taskmaster YouTube channel allows overseas viewers to watch the main show the same day as it's broadcast in the UK, even though there are 3 overseas versions listed on the UK streaming read more series streaming. There are currently no episodes available. TM Australia is available in a couple of weeks without whether that whole series or just the new series 5 episodes week by week, I don't know. As a bit of very slow, Australians can watch Taskmaster Australia on normal television, so they don't need to see it here. The point of something being international is that it's between countries, not just the country interacting with itself. As this is a UK invention, it's successful because it's successful in the UK. First, it's the only fair able to watch the spin-offs. Now, if you think about it, people are getting slightly more concerned. But I think if the team at Taskmaster mention it, if we get a verbal mention, we wouldn't have a problem because we could communicate with the Taskmaster team. We can have conversation with them and say, I don't know what the problem is. Could you explain it to me in more detail than just the rights issues? And that would help to solve this problem because it's a lack of communication, I think, is the main issue. So, there we have it. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep tasking. Bye!
Hello everyone, please subscribe to Taskmaster World.